Welcome to Library Out Loud. I'm Erin. Today, we're talking about summer reading, a recap, with librarian Danielle and public service manager Mary Ellen. Find out how much you read this summer and other cool summer things. Stay tuned. Welcome to the podcast today. We're going to talk about summer reading. It's over, but we want to talk about what happened this summer and kind of recap. And so welcome, Mary Ellen and Danielle.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for coming and actually all the work you did for summer reading.
It was a lot.
It was a good one. For people who might not know, or maybe they're new to the area, maybe they've never done summer reading, can you tell us what it is and why it's especially important for children?
Sure. Summer reading we do every summer, but basically the main point of it is so that we keep kids reading over the summer. So one of the things a lot of research throughout the years has found that break at the end of the summer to beginning of September, a lot of times kids lose where they are in their reading skills. So this is a way to keep them, or at least maintain them. So there's not as much catch up when you get to the beginning of the summer. So one thing to remember is it's really fun for kids just to be able to read anything. Anything helps. So if it's a fun title they want to read over and over again, or, you're reading aloud as a family and taking turns, all of that counts, and it really does help keep them at least even so that when they get to summer, they're ready to start up again. Ready to fall, start up again.
So, and the brain is constantly, as a kiddo, they're constantly growing all those brain activity, all those muscles.
All those neurons are connecting.
Yeah. So if they just stop reading, end of school, all summer, it's just they're not building those muscles anymore or maintaining those connections. So when they head back to school, like you said,
they get out of practice.
Yeah.
And so it's just nice to be able to, even if it's something that as a parent you feel is really simple, they've read this, that really does help, even if it's something really simple for them. So it could be, maybe they've found a beginning chapter book and maybe they're already into chapter books, but they want to read us a one that's a little bit shorter. That is totally fine. Or they want to, they're really into the graphic novels. And those are so big right now, but those do help develop reading skills. And sometimes the vocabulary in them
quite high.
Yeah, can be quite high. So, and it may be above kids, but you want to make sure nothing is so difficult that it frustrates them. You want them to continue and build that fluency with something that is either right at their level or a little below their level.
And the great thing about summer is they get to choose.
Yes.
Like at school, you're told we're going to read this book and we're going to read this historical passage and we're going to, look at this math problem that's a word problem. All the reading they do is given to them when they're at school.
Right. And choice is so important for kids. Even during the school year, they've done some studies on that. And of course, we want kids to read certain things so that they're, they have that knowledge of some classic literature. But really, having that choice is just so empowering for kids, and it's motivating for kids too. So, I'm sure Danielle and I both have stories of our own kids.
Oh, yeah.
What motivates them to read is going to be different from each other.
Yeah, every kiddo is so different. Yeah. I can remember Garrick just, reading, and then, younger brother is like, it takes a special book to really engage. And yeah, I love those moments when there was those stretch moments too, where they decided that this book was something that I wanted to read so badly that I read it because it was so fun, and it was, something that was a little bit above their level, but then they read it so that they could, enjoy it. I had a memory of when my kid was a teen, we read the Trevor Noah book together, his biography. Both just absolutely loved that. And, it was a bit above his level, but it
tough topics, but also
yeah. So, yeah.
Yep. Harry Potter was always a big motivator for a lot of kids for a long time. My daughter, that's what she really wanted to be able to read. So, take that in and say, well, maybe read this instead, and then we'll get up to that, and that can be a huge motivator. So, we're just trying to motivate them to create lifelong reading skill.
One of the things I love too is being able to use audiobooks as that bridge.
Yeah.
Because my kids, we all listen to the Harry Potters. My youngest wasn't, able and ready to read yet, but just would sit and listen to Harry Potter. And Jim, the narrator, has such an amazing voice.
I found that to be really important. I'm not usually an audiobook listener, but if the voice is good, I'm in.
Yes. We did Bunnicula on a car ride one time, and that was so much fun. Even my husband was like, well, let's get the next one. So, yes. So that can be a huge motivator, too. And then they want to read the book themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so this past summer's theme was level up at your library. And along with encouraging kids, actually everybody, adults too, to read all summer long, we had a lot of programs and events kind of on that theme. So can you tell us a little bit, like, what were the most popular ones that we had?
Oh, yeah. When you ask about that, the first one that comes to my mind was the cupcake program. And this one is one that we've done before, and we know that it has really high interest. A lot of people want to attend. And so the kiddos, it had long waiting lists for all the libraries. And our presenter, Katie Ng, she's just amazing with the kids, and she makes it seem so easy. And it was just a very great quality program. And I think people recognize that. The waiting
list showed us that kids were really interested. So it was one of our tween programs, which was nice to have something that was that age level that kids really enjoyed too. Yeah. One of the other big programs, though, was Mario Kart and Minecraft.
And so those kind of fit with the gaming and the idea of level up. What happened on those ones? I think there was crafts and things.
Yeah, the Minecraft had a lot of crafts, and they got to make the torch, the light stick from Minecraft that we had. They would actually be able to light up because they had a little tea light in it. And it was so amazing. So creative. But then we had like a variety of crafts, so that even the younger kiddos, we had a pixel art one.
Oh, fun.
So that and that one is kind of a sneaky way of coding that it helps create those connections in their brain for. So, they're playing and doing crafts and art, and they don't even realize that they're getting all this knowledge and information. And then the Mario Kart, we had the Sphero Indies. They're these little cards that are codable using these color mats. So you'd put the card down and have it go over the mat, and like green would be go, and then a different color would make it turn 45 degrees. And my colleagues and I, we had made these maps of like the real Mario maps, and so the cars would have to navigate those maps. And the kids had a lot of fun. We had 2 kiddos that had a race and were actually able to race and see who finished first.
And it's like a little robot car type thing. Okay. Very good.
Yeah. Speaking of the indies, one of the other tween programs that did really well was the creating games with Sphero Bolts. So that one's a sphere, and it has a top that basically has LED lights. And so you can make this using iPads, code it to go different directions. And it has like all that vector information, which is so good for our brains, math, sneaky math. And then they could, make games using this, and the top of the LED lights can do different pictures or different colors, different art. You can program it too. It's really cool.
Well, I want to do these programs now.
It was a very fun summer.
Okay. Do you have, people like numbers. They like to hear how well the programs did, how well the everything went. So we did have a book giveaway at the beginning. We had signups for all ages. We had, do we have numbers on any of that stuff?
We do.
Oh, yeah.
We love our numbers. So grand total was 2,735 signups, and that was adults and kids.
Yay.
Of the kids, we had 2,059 who registered and were eligible for a book. And then we had 1,208 books redeemed.
Okay.
So 1,208 kids came in to get their books. Okay. So signups were up.
That's great.
The books were up. I think it was 145% higher than last year who came in to pick up their books.
Nice.
So that was great. And then we had, once you hit 300 minutes, you could get a coupon for the United Soccer League. So that we had 557 kids get up to 300 minutes who were eligible for a USL coupon for a ticket, and then we had 287 redeemed.
Okay. So that's quite a few kiddos going to soccer.
It is. And so that was once they reached 300 minutes.
Right.
Total number of minutes read was 1,114,676 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. So that is great.
Yes, for Spokane County readers.
Yeah. And again, that was up 145% of active readers since last year. Ooh. So, that is amazing. Great and amazing and wonderful. So yes, thank you to the Library Foundation of Spokane County that we could, hand out those books and have the kids pick out a book at the beginning.
Yeah. And if anybody listening or watching wants to get involved, it's supportscld.org. Mm-hmm. And that takes you right to the Library Foundation of Spokane County. Different ways to give, different ways to support. They're always looking for new board members.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that 1 million goal we had the goal of reaching 1 million minutes as a community. I know that some of the participants were sharing with me how they were invested in that, that they were watching, see that number grow, and they were so excited and kind of did a little dance once we reached that million.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
But again, it's that choice where the kids get to choose what they read. They get to choose the book that they take as their prize. So that was wonderful.
And for adults who feel too busy in the school year with kids, or even maybe they're just working a lot, I hope that they all took the chance for summer to also just pick something that they wanted to read for fun, for enjoyment.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So, it's just so great knowing that the kids, continued reading over the summer and found some joy in it too. And so.
Good word, readers.
Yes. Readers did a great job this year.
Our Tuesday Memory Cafes at North Spokane Library are friendly, weekly gatherings that offer a community space for those navigating memory loss and their caregivers. Every Tuesday at 11 a.m., stop into the library to connect and participate in activities, all selected to promote mental acuity, health, and wellness. Memory cafes are a comfortable way to connect with other caregivers and people experiencing memory loss. Be part of something special where understanding and support go hand in hand.
I was wondering, it sounds like a really great summer. Do either of you have any favorite stories that other library staff told you, or memories of your own from the summer that you could share with us?
Yeah, one of the things that first comes to mind when you talk about that was how many of the Storytime families were very engaged and excited to be able to pick out free books for their kiddos.
Yeah.
That they would tell me, "Oh, I signed up," because I would let them know in Storytime that they had the ability to do this, and that's new for us this year that the parents could sign up their kiddos. So we're very
excited. The age 0 to 5.
Yeah.
So
0 to 4. Yeah.
0 to 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
anybody getting ready to go into kindergarten, basically,
Yeah.
and younger.
Yep.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah,
That's
that
nice.
was Camp Read-A-Rama. They got a lot of fun comments about Camp Read-A-Rama. The book with no pictures that gets the kids. It's the first book Melanie reads to the kids, and they get so excited about that book. And then
I gave that book to my brother when his kids were little.
That's an amazing book. Yeah,
And
such
I
a
think
good
he
read aloud.
probably looked at me like, "There's no pictures."
Yeah.
But you gotta read it.
Yeah.
I dare you.
Just wait.
Yeah. And she said they would read it to each other during the week, so
Oh.
it was one of those incentive books that you just don't
Absolutely.
think about. But yes, so yeah, Camp Read-A-Rama was a big success. We filled up all our sessions, and the kids really do a deep dive into reading. They have Dear Time, which is drop everything and read. So,
Nice.
that's fun for families to do too.
And that Camp Read-A-Rama age, or they're like grade 2?
Yeah, grade 2 through 5.
Through 5. Sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that at some of the programs we had such great engagement. One of my colleagues shared with me a story about a kiddo who came in late to Lego stop motion animation. And with that program, it's a really long program because you have to set up all the sets with the Legos. You have to create them. And he was just so persistent in trying and wasn't really getting there. So one of the other kiddos who had attended came over and helped him finish. And I got the privilege at one of the stop motion Lego programs to be able to see the end product. So at the end of the program, they all do a viewing party. So all the adults and their families get to come in at the very last and see what the kiddos worked on for the whole thing. And they're just so creative and so funny. I mean, they just have such a great sense of humor. And it was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah. And so that's for folks who don't know what that is. They're building a set. They have the little Lego minifigures. They're making them move in a stop motion, so that where you're taking a shot of the moment, you move the figure a little bit, another shot, and you're stringing it together, making a movie of these Lego sets and figures doing things.
Yeah.
Did I get that right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And we first kind of give them the tools to think about a story arc. This is what happens in a story. Think about the conflict or the climax of the film. Yeah, the action, and then what's the resolution. So that we're kind of giving them these tools before they think about it, and they work usually in groups to make their movie. So
very nice.
Yeah.
That was so nice that another participant just was like, "Here, let me help you."
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I do too. Well, I have another good story.
Yes. All the good stories, Danielle. Keep going.
We had a talking about really feel good things. We had somebody attend a program with their kiddo to one of the cupcake programs, and she is a regular user, brings kiddo to a lot of the programs, and was sharing with us that she was trying to find a similar program to the cupcake decorating, and it was going to cost like $160 for her and kiddo to attend and do this. So she decided to donate the cost of what she would have spent to the library. And then
so generous.
Oh, I know. And she called out, how library in general just saves her thousands of dollars on books, and that the quality of the programs. They went to a VR program that we offered back in the spring, and then a mini golf. So
Yep, those are great programs. I did the mini golf with my family. Oh, that was so fun. It was so fun.
Yeah. So
and virtual reality. Folks don't know we have virtual reality headsets, and they're located at the lab up at North Spokane Library. I think they might move them around sometimes
we do,
for programs, but it's great up there. Like the other Aaron, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And I know there's other staff that do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Aaron gets to run regular programs doing it, so he has a lot of knowledge, and yeah, it's very good.
And it's a great way to try it out with your family before you,
expensive.
before you invest. So,
Yeah.
And sometimes, I'm pretty sure one of my kiddos would get motion sickness.
Oh, yeah.
He gets it in the car, and we don't even have to go far. So,
yeah.
You know that maybe that's not for you then.
I mean, he would still want to try. I know he would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, just, all our programs, if there's something your child's thinking of, wanting to do, maybe check out our Engage and see what we have coming up for
And this is the Engage we had for summer. We're sharing it again. And we have a new one for October through January with lots more programs. Different. Mix things up, kind of go with the season. Sometimes we get a little more crafty in the fall. But yeah.
I think people just enjoyed how many crafts and things that we had. We had so much.
The hands-on activities are really popular.
We did some newer things too this summer. There was some like role play games and some different things.
Oh yeah,
because we had those new as in the last year, the tabletop role play games. So.
Yeah, the kits that they can check out. So we have the D&D. Yeah, at the D&D session, I had such a good time being able to interact with the teens. They had so much fun. It was kind of more, because you're never sure when people sit down at the table, kind of what type of player that they are, if they're more serious or if they're kind of that light and fun. So my group of teens that I played for, that I was their narrator of the game, that they, it was a very lighthearted game. And so they just really leaned into all the different fun things. Like this one kiddo would go and try to find different, collect different pieces of wood and the other teens were like, why are you gathering wood? And then he'd be over there carving, So it was a skill thing. I don't know. They just really enjoyed, leaning in.
Awesome.
It's like, what is, these other people are fighting something. Nope, I'm off gathering wood. So, yeah.
Kids, teens, so creative. Such that imagination is just so full. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that. They can explore that.
Yeah.
All right. Summer. We don't just have a reading challenge in the summer.
Right.
So we often have them. We usually have like a winter and a fall and maybe a spring one. So if somebody didn't do summer reading and they're interested, well, I want to do a reading challenge. I want to challenge myself to read more. Where do they go? How do they go about that? Where do they look?
So go to our catalog first, and call up SCLD.org. You want to go to our digital library, and right on the first line, they'll see Beanstack online reading challenges. So once they click into that, it'll take you to the front page of that. Also, and then it'll list what challenges are going on.
Right.
So if you went there right now, the one that we have is 1,000 Days Before Kindergarten.
Right.
And we're working up to bringing in some other reading challenges for the year. But there'll be adult challenges, those that are just for adults. There'll be for all different age groups there. The one we have continuously going on is 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten one.
And we've done a podcast about that.
Yes.
So if anybody listening, watching is interested, they should go look for that.
Yes.
In our podcast.
Right.
It kind of demystifies if it seems impossible at this.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not at all.
You watch the podcast, listen to the podcast, because you'll just be like, oh, I can do that.
Yeah.
My kid can do, my youngin can do that. We can do that together, no problem.
Right. Yeah, you get that finished up in the first couple years. So,
Or the last couple years.
Or the last couple years, yeah. If you read a book a night, you're done, 2.5 years, basically, Yeah.
And we'll put, so Beanstack is our platform for the online challenges for reading. And we'll put that in the description for folks to get that link and go check it out.
Yeah. And I love how easy it is to find, like if you're looking for it on your app store, because you can just find Beanstack. It's got that beautiful little blue outline with the white heart in it, and then you can just tell them that you're looking for the Spokane County Library District.
Yes.
And then, sign-up's really easy.
It is.
Yeah.
And the
An
app,
app is really easy to use.
really
So
is.
it's usually
Has that
once I
timer.
show parents that, you can just sign up all your kids right away in the app. They're like, oh, yeah, I'm doing this. This is awesome. I didn't realize it was going to be
Yeah, sometimes when you have to
easy.
like get your kid an app and get yourself an app and get your other kid an app, and like everybody has their own app, it gets too confusing. This is all in one for the
Yeah.
family.
Right.
Or for, if you're just a couple, if you're just two people, you can say, oh, what'd you read? How long?
Yeah.
You could be the manager of two people reading.
Right.
So, yeah.
And once you have the app, then you can join any, reading challenge that we have to offer.
Yes.
So, you could have your 3-year-old doing the 1,000 books before kindergarten. You could have your second grader doing another one. You be doing another one.
Yes.
So, I mean, it makes it really easy.
Yeah.
Well, thank you both for all the work that you and your teams and your colleagues did for summer reading that you're already planning next year. I know you're already working on next summer.
Yeah.
It's like one ends and then the next one we're still right away planning. But anyway, thank you for all that work, making it just a wonderful summer for all the kids and adults at the library.
You're welcome. We love doing it, and thank you for letting us talk about it.
Of course.
Yes.